What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on a interview that Raven Johnson gave about her relationship with her teammate Caitlin Clark, right? And as you know, when they were in college, they were rivals. They had some heated battles. Raven played for South Carolina. Caitlin played for Iowa, and they went back and forth. They had some really heated battles. I think the first year, Iowa knocked South Carolina out of the tournament. Then the next year, South Carolina came back and they got some revenge and they knocked Iowa out, and then they went on to win a championship, right? So each young lady they had success against each other, and like I said, they just went at it. It was good competition, and so when the Indiana Fever drafted Raven Johnson, with they already had Caitlin on the team. A lot of people was like, "Well, why would you go out and draft, Raven when you already have a guard, an excellent guard in Caitlin?" And I even questioned it, right? Because I think not that I didn't like Raven for this team, I just thought that the Indiana Fever needed bigs. They needed some help for, in my opinion, they still do need more help for Aaliyah Boston than they do somebody who can help out Caitlin Clark. But both of these young ladies are very competitive, and it's good to see that they're on the they kind of like put the past behind them. Like what happened in college, and now they're in the WNBA, and they're going to try to build and win and see what they can do as teammates. So that's good. Now I want to play the audio from this from an interview that Raven gave, and just come back and give some more of my input.
She's loving. Like she's a goofy person. I think a lot of people don't really know her outside of basketball. Outside of basketball, she's funny. Like she has so much personality. I think that's what people need to know about her. Like her personality goes a long way, and she's a great person. And I think that goes like she helps me through every little thing. Like I could ask a question and she has an answer for it. So I think that's like just playing with somebody like her. It means a lot to me. But she also has that sense of humor where she makes me laugh too. And I'm like, Caitlin, where did that come from? So it's like little things like that. But I'm also funny too. So I think that's where we kind of match together and we vibe with each other like that. So I love being here with her. And I think with her, that's all she talks about is winning, pro habits, and like the little margin for room are ever very small when it comes to like the finals games. She talks a lot about that. So I just be telling her like I want to do whatever it takes to win. Like I want to win a championship, and that's really the big goal for me and my teammates. She's loving. Like she's a goofy person. She's loving. Like she's a goofy person. I think.
All right, and so, and like I said, that is a good it's a good sign for the Indiana Fever team, right? And so you have two young ladies who had a lot of success in college, and I think they're going to really benefit each other, and they're going to play off each other. And right now, it's just about them just developing chemistry together. Both of these young ladies come from successful programs and had a lot of success at college. And I don't know. I think this is really going to work out. I wasn't sure if if like some of the animosity or some of that competitiveness that they held against each other, in college would flow over and they wouldn't be able to get on the same page. But this is a good sign, right? Now basically it's just about them developing chemistry and allowing just allowing things to fall in place so they can have some success on the court. I've said from day one, I like the way that this Indiana Fever team is constructed because they do have balance. You got you have people who can shoot the jumper. Then you have a team that can run and get out and run. Then you have low post players as uh Aaliyah Boston, who is a real strong presence in the paint. So this team is versatile, right? They can win playing any style. They can, the up tempo style, or they can play half court and be successful. You know, um, so yeah, I think it's a good look. I'm looking forward to seeing these, the Indiana Fever, and see how they develop this chemistry together. Aaliyah Boston already, and Aaliyah Boston, as a matter of fact, she comes from South Carolina too. So it's just a lot of these young ladies bring a lot of success to the table, and it's just a matter of the coach Stephanie White being able to utilize all this talent and all this potential that she have on her team and just turn it into a WNBA championship. But so far, you know, this the way these young ladies are getting together and getting along together, I think is a good look for the team. A lot of the noise is coming from the outside, like people outside of the team, which is good. That will cause them as teammates to hopefully just bond together and have more of a reason to develop a stronger chemistry, and they'll have success. So I thought, you know, I like that interview coming from Raven Johnson. It's just showing also her maturity, you know, as a young lady and as a professional, that they can just put what happened in college behind them and just move forward. So it's a good look for both Raven Johnson and Caitlin Clark, that you know that they're able to work past their past differences that they had in college. So yeah, that's all I had on this. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.